Hello, everyone, and welcome back to Next Rung Radio, where we help you step into your power one rung at a time.
That's good.
Buckle up and lean in because today's guest is an Emmy award-winning songwriter with multiple #1 hits, a producer that brings songs to life, a developer of a Grammy-level artist, and a trusted consultant in the music industry. From his start as a Memphis drummer to shaping the Nashville sound. His journey proves how passion and persistence can build an extraordinary legacy. Please welcome to the podcast today, my friend, Mr. Trey Bruce. What's up, my friend? How are you, buddy?
I'm good. What about you?
Man, I'm enjoying this
I
weather.
was going to clap. I thought we were bringing somebody else in.
Well, you know, we had to cut it short because if we put all of your accolades on there, hell, we wouldn't have time to be talking, man.
Get out of here.
Well, you know, I'm excited because I found out this week that we have a mutual friend, Miss Danielle Peck.
Yep.
You know, she came in and saw your name on the board and was talking about, you know, the Dylan Franklin and what a great man you are. And I'm honored to have you on here, my friend.
I go way back with Danielle.
Do you really?
Yeah, back when she was writing for Clay Myers. I can't remember, the Orbison Company.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I was writing with her when she was on whatever big record deal she had.
Yeah. That's awesome. She's a fantastic singer, fantastic lady. Yeah, she's an all-around great person, man.
She is that.
Well, you know, speaking about that, you know, you brought countless songs from ideas to finished records or finished recordings. I don't know if they have records anymore. That's my old spell of talking. So, what do you believe is the real key to turning inspiration into something that, let's say, people can actually feel? People around the world can feel it. What's the key to that?
Well, one key to it is that people around the world are just like me.
Mm-hmm.
We have the same passions, the same hurts. Somebody in Qatar's dog gets run over, they're going to cry just like I will.
Yeah.
We have sloth, greed, love, envy, every emotion in a Disney movie. We all have it.
That's true.
So it's not many ways I can shoot something out that someone won't relate to. Which amazes me when artists say, if they don't write it, they can't relate to it. What do you mean? But so with that in mind, all I have to deal with is the dialect of the vernacular of the language I'm using, which will bend it towards one genre or another.
Mm-hmm.
So
explain that a little bit more to me because I'm new to this.
If you're writing for a band. A rock band like Linkin Park or somebody, or you're writing for Carrie Underwood. If you're writing for Carrie Underwood, you're not writing the song that you would write for Chris Stapleton.
Mm-hmm.
So it's going to take the 26 letters we work with, but using them in a different dialect. Basically, it's like a Memphis Southern drawl is not an East Tennessee Southern drawl, is not an Alabama Southern drawl. So it's just different words, different vernacular.
That's awesome, man.
So you approach each one with how can I say it to this group that will make them laugh or cry or anything in between.
So when you actually go into a songwriting and they go, hey, we're going to write for this person, then that sets a different mindset. What I'm understanding you say is how you write this song. So the words may be the same or maybe it changed a little bit, but the tempo or the whatever the music changes.
As soon as someone says we're writing for so-and-so, we're not writing for everyone else. We're thinking about that person.
That person only. Man, how do you get in? I'm asking questions now, but how do you get into that mindset? What takes that to? I mean, you're the leader in the industry. So what clicks in your head that you go?
Some artists I can kind of channel their phrasing and their voice if I know who they are well enough.
Yeah.
And it will cause me to write the way their songs are written. I mean, if I channel Bob Dylan from a certain era, set of years, I can go in that direction, and or it's just about anybody, and I don't think about it that hard.
Yeah,
I mean, these days it's all about either the artist is in the room, or you're writing for a group of artists that will fall under this umbrella. Because if you write for Luke Combs, you're hitting 10 other artists. But if you're writing for him in a camp, then someone's walked around the camp and said, this is what Luke wants for this record. This is what he doesn't want. These are the kind of things he wants to stay away from this time. So then we have a pretty sharp template of what to write in that camp.
Awesome. Well, that leads me into the next thing. I've heard this said that you can often tell within an hour if someone has what it takes. So, I got a note here from Manny. Let's see if it's going to work. Or maybe we should talk later and see if I need to keep doing this or not. But, what quality separates a true artist from the rest? That's the first part of the question.
I didn't know I could tell until I'd done it several times and went, well, I don't know what I've got here, but I do have some sort of ruler that's working subconsciously even.
Yeah.
Man, the first time I met Chris Jansen, I had been to a club across the street to hear a girl that somebody told me about. And so I paid to park, so I went ahead and made the block a couple of times. And when I walked in from the alley in Tootsie's, he was playing, and he was playing Hank Sr. songs like Sid Vicious. It was total London punk.
Wow.
And playing harmonica, he might jump on a table and make it, or he might miss.
Yeah.
He just kept on going.
Really?
Yeah. And so I stood in the corner so I could get to the alley for probably 2 sets. And whoever was running the bar got my number somehow the next day and called me and said, you want to come meet that kid you were watching? And I said, sure. So they had said, well, come down today, this afternoon. And met Chris in, I guess it was an office upstairs at the time. And so I said, hey, Chris, I'm Trey. So tell me what you want to do. And he, tons of swag.
Yeah.
This kid, he's super cocky. He points across the street, the building on the corner. He goes, I want to play over there.
Yeah.
I go, you do? Well, it's Bridgestone.
Yeah.
So,
yeah. That's 10,000 seats right there.
At the time, he was either living on the bass player's couch or his Monte Carlo that his dad sent him to Nashville in. So, but it didn't matter to him. So he was massive ego, insecure, cocky, and uninhibited by anything.
Yeah.
So I knew right then he was a star. I'd already watched him play for 2 hours, and he had all those inadequacies and qualities all mixed together.
Yeah.
They're not always somebody you want to go to dinner with. Sometimes they're just such a can of worms.
Yeah.
And you go, and then sometimes they're all together. It's weird. I suspect, though, sometimes I have to double check and make sure they really are stars.
Yeah. So you just kind of get that intuition about their energy and their voice and how they project themselves.
I get it, and and right when I get it, I don't doubt it. I'm a glass half full guy.
Yeah.
Pretty much all the time. So I don't have to talk myself out of something. If I'm happy about it, I can find a way to be happier.
Yeah.
And so I started going to Tootsie's every couple of nights, and I would watch Chris go next door and blow harp on his break for other bands.
Oh yeah.
And to get the tip jar around, because he would make them $400 or $500 while on his break.
Awesome.
And then I started noticing everybody was showing up after I was, and I went ahead and got paper in front of him quick as he turned 18.
Yeah.
Talked to his parents and everything.
Yeah.
Signed him.
That's awesome, man. That's a great story. So how can that lesson apply to anyone chasing a dream? So if there's somebody out there that's, say they're 12 and just picked up a guitar, or there's a female that just learned how to play the piano or drums or whatever they do, how does that what intuition you're looking for, how does that inspire them? What should they be doing, or what should they be accomplishing?
They should study their craft. If they're going to be an artist, then be an artist. If they're going to be a songwriter, be that. But don't hold your artistry back until your songwriting catches up. You want 5 buses and arena tours? Well, don't wait on your songwriting to catch up with that.
Right.
Start cutting the best songs you can find, not the best songs you can write.
Yeah, that's great.
Drives me crazy. Drives me crazy. That would be like Meryl Streep turning down one movie after another because it wasn't her life.
Yeah.
We wouldn't know who she is if she wasn't becoming an artist
Mm-hmm.
for 2.5 hours.
Yeah.
George Strait's had 50 plus number ones he didn't write.
Right. Yeah.
I mean, Randy Travis started cutting my songs, and he didn't quit for a couple of years. He was just cutting them left and right. And a couple of these songs I couldn't have gotten cut by somebody else.
Mm-hmm.
And I mean, he's had a great life. He's lived like a king. He's done what he wants. He's done his music on his own terms, and we wrote songs together.
Wow.
And he never cut them.
Really?
He cut songs I wrote instead.
Yeah. Yeah.
Because he's an artist. Because he, for 3 minutes, he makes you believe that song came out of the marrow of his bones.
That's true.
And that's what a good artist is. A good artist isn't just someone that can only sing what they write.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Especially if they write it with 6 people.
Yeah. Yeah. How does that work when you're in a room with 6 people? Because we had some songwriters.
I don't get in a room
on
with
here.
6 people.
Oh, you don't? Okay. I never understood that. But
The only time I get in a room with 4 is if it's a band, and in that case, it's always a rock band.
Right.
And it's because I really like the band, and we do it that way.
Yeah. Well, I hear songwriters, throughout our career, meeting people and doing what we do is they get a little melody in their head, or they get a little tune in their head, and some people say it mulls around for months. And then we had a group on here not long ago. They said as soon as they sat down, they started just writing songs out, and it was clicking.
And it happens every way possible.
Yeah.
The oldest question in a tourist book is, what comes first?
Yeah.
The lyric or the melody?
Right.
And it's for most people, it's lots of ways. Mm-hmm. And for me, it's I heard a line in something yesterday, and it wasn't the exact line, but it's what I thought it was. So I wrote it down, and a couple hours later, between 2 Zoom calls, I started writing the song. I picked up my guitar and my phone and started writing it. I wrote a verse, skeleton verse, and identified the hook, and I'll just leave it alone for a while. But I carry pieces in my phone. It used to be a yellow pad, but now it's my phone. And I'll get in a room with an artist, and they'll be telling me they're mad at their biology teacher or their mom or whatever. Yeah. But there's always someone is the man that they're against, and someone is the thing they want to do. And again, we're all exactly the same.
There's always a villain and a hero.
So I just find out where they are and where they think they are artistically, and sometimes I'll look through my phone and find a 3-year-old title or a scenario or just a line, and go, "What about this?" And that song didn't speak to me once for 3 years, and suddenly it was the right day.
Yeah, it is.
That happens a lot, more
kidding.
than you think.
Yeah. So you have these energies that you sent out because you wrote them down and on your phone, and then all of a sudden you hear another line, and then it clicks again. So is there people that you bring into the room that are better lyric writers than they are musician compositions? Is that how you say it? Or is most of them pretty equal on whatever they do?
Man, they all seem. I wrote with a big current hit writer Monday, and we got there. We met. We just shot the shit for a few seconds, and then we wrote. And I left an hour and a half later, and we had a really good song.
Wow,
it's really commercial, very radio. Yeah, and that was it. And
hour and a half.
We bounced a few titles, and I found a title that morning. I didn't find it. It just came to me. Right. And I said it to him, and he goes, "That's the one we're going to work on." And so that's what we wrote. And I didn't have the title 4 hours ago. Yeah. And then sometimes you write stuff down, and you just nurse it along for a while. And for me, if I get up, have my coffee, and just pick up an instrument and play a chord. Yeah. I don't even have to look. I can just put my hand somewhere. Yeah. And sometimes I'll play a chord I didn't know existed. Yeah. And I'll play it, and it'll speak to me, and I'm off to the races. Yeah. Yeah. Because all my windows are down, and songs are just everywhere. Yeah. So it doesn't take me much to start writing a song.
That's amazing. I love it, man. So, you throughout this industry, I mean, you're one of the leaders of this industry and the big guys here in town, that you've helped artists and labels through both good and, actually hard times. So we kind of touched on this, but maybe we go a little deeper. When someone feels stuck on the bottom rung, whether you, like I said, just started, or maybe you've been doing this a while, but you're just freaking stuck. What's the first piece of advice that you, as an artist, as a producer, as a developer, as a husband, as a wife, a father, and all that, what do you give those people? What's the first thing that you would?
I'd ask them what they really want to do.
Mm-hmm.
Bar money problems or relationship problems. What do you want to do? Is this where you want to go, and what's your expectation of that?
Yeah.
Your expectations could be off. And
Yeah.
when you get somewhere, if it's not like you expected, that's your fault for expecting something.
That's great. I got to write that one down.
You really just ask them, what is it they honestly want to do?
Yeah.
Not what they want to do because someone told them this might be the direction or the way to do it. And for better or for worse, with a lot of artists, I've followed them to what they want to do.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not big on saying, well, I know you want to go to that corner, but what if we go to this one?
Yeah.
I'll try to get them there, and I'll give them my experience, strength, and wisdom along the way to go, that corner's great, but we got to attach a few things to get there, or we need to lean a little this way a couple times.
Yeah.
Because an unhappy artist creatively there's no fun in that.
You can't really be creative like that, then, if you're unhappy.
And you can I've hung myself up before by, cutting 40 or 50 songs on an artist in the direction they want to go, and then someone come along and go, hey, you want to do this? You got to run right down the middle of the radio, and they go do it, and I'm not on it.
Wow.
Because I've been nurturing them to go where they want
to
go.
go. Yeah.
And or even get signed to the label, and they go, yeah, what you guys are doing, everybody, y'all happy about? We're happy. Let's do that. And we sign the deal, and then they go, okay, now here's what we'd like you to do. And it's off, it's
here's where we're really going.
A whole new thing. And I've watched the artist fight with the record head over that. Most of the time they give in, but the ones that don't, it's just a grudge match until they get dropped.
I hear that with several people we've interviewed and people we hang with and stuff like that about some of the things that happen in the industry, like you just talking about. I can't imagine, because I'm assuming, and that's what they say about assuming. I'm assuming everybody you talk to wants to be at the Bridgestone or the arena or somewhere. Very few people go, hey, I just want to sing down at Tootsie's and that's it. But so when they get to that point, and the big plate's handed to them, how do they handle that? Like you just said, we've been working, and then all of a sudden somebody comes in and hands them this contract, and then
gives them a box to sit in.
Yeah,
it can be great for them. I mean, it can be great for them, and they usually stomach it and reap the benefits and walk the walk, talk the talk. But eventually, that water is just hitting that dam, and it eventually bores a little hole.
Yeah.
And they freak out and go, I got to do what I want to do now.
Yeah.
That's nothing new. That happens with
Oh,
lots of artists.
Yeah.
And then you've got people that walk in the door and say, I'm going to do what I want to do. And if on the next album, I might do something else.
Yeah.
David Bowie or Gaga or Madonna are flagships for people. By God, when they're ready to change, they just do it.
Yeah. Just walk in and say, is it.
Miranda moves around a lot. I think that's great. There's several artists that have a way of putting some evolution in their records and some cliffhangers that let you know they could do something else. And some of them don't survive it. People don't go with them.
Yeah.
Some girls early on, 18 years or so ago, that tried to go pop, it killed them in country.
Yeah.
But that's not the case now because oddly enough, people are picking the song they want to listen to out of their playlist.
Yeah.
They're not picking the song that radio spent 3 months doing a radio tour and a bunch of give-me's so that they'll play the song the day the record goes for ads, because the people are just going through the album and going, well, I like this song.
Yeah.
I like the title. And she doesn't even say it in the song.
Yeah.
And that song's twice as many millions of streams.
Right.
Because we're picking the songs we like in the old days when we would listen to the album and we'd say, I'm going to play track 8 over and over again. And over.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, I don't know if you remember, but I'm old enough to have 8 tracks.
Yeah.
So you had to listen to at least 3 songs before you could go back.
I still got my 72 Nova from high school.
Do you really? That's awesome, man. I love it. I love those old cars. They're beautiful, man. Yeah. So, in your career has spanned from writing, producing, developing, and actually consulting with people. What's been your secret to stay relevant and inspired throughout the changes we've talked about? Because, I don't know. I think you came here in like the late 80s or somewhere like that. Maybe
86.
that's when you got started.
86.
Yeah, 86. That's when we came here. Yeah.
About 4 p.m.
Yeah, well,
But who's counting?
Yeah. Who's being specific? But hey, it was 4 p.m. when I got here. So how do you, and I'm not even in the industry, but being in Nashville, how much Nashville has changed from the 80s to the 90s to the 2000s until today, and I meet people all over the country and they go, oh, I love Nashville. And I go, when's the last time you've been here? And they go, oh, it's been 8 years ago. You don't even know what it looks like. Yeah, it's changing every day, every day, every day.
Yeah.
So in all these changes that's come along, how do you stay inspired even through the chaos or through the changes? And, all the artists we talk to, they talk about all the changes that comes about in the industry.
I've always been inspired when I've been here. There was a period pre-COVID, the bro period. I was not inspired during that. And I remember at the labels and the tip sheets all said no bro, but it took 4 years for us to read no bro before it quit showing up.
Yeah.
And evolved into what it is now, basically. I was super uninspired. I just took my off the ball and started writing things for other genres. Other than that, I've always been inspired. There's always been, half the radio was full of artists that I was inspired to write for. I got a publishing deal. My first publishing deal was a singer in a rock band knew the engineer at MCA Music's writers building. Yeah. And said, can you get my drummer a meeting? I mean, who would do that now?
Yeah, that's right.
And the A&R guy at MCA is not going to take a meeting with the engineer's friend's drummer.
No, not at all.
It's just not going to happen. This guy took a meeting with me and he signed me.
Wow.
And that would be Al Cooley. He's not with us now, but he changed my life. And now you have to be attached to a writer that breaks. I mean, an artist that breaks. They're moving in tribes.
Are they
in
really?
the clubs?
Yeah.
All up and down to Montgomery and Division, and they're in groups of 5 to 8, and they're writing constantly, and they're writing in the alley. They're writing when they get up, 5 people to a condo. They're living, paying their dues. They don't know which one of them's going to break because they're all equally charged with talent.
Yeah, yeah.
And one of them, you got one Luke Combs that pops, or Priscilla Block that goes viral. And 2 or 3 of those writers in the tribe are going to make the move with them.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
And more than half of them won't. And I've seen people in those tribes in their 50s get their first publishing deal because they've been putting in years with this artist that happened to go viral. And suddenly they've got a major publishing deal.
Yeah.
Or your guitar player that's on your bus, you're writing songs with him all of a sudden, he gets a publishing deal where having something that Al Cooley saw in me doesn't get you a deal now.
Right.
I've met with a bunch of them as I try to get young artists publishing deals, and they're like, one of them told me, Trey, I love what he's doing. Let me see a show. Do a show. He comes, he has a meeting with me afterwards. Dude, we loved it. I brought my boss. Everybody loves it. Now go get some action on him. Yeah. And bring him back and we'll sign him.
So,
because they want to get a song that's got a tail on it. It's got an income stream. And they're like, well, let's see. He's going to make $35,000 for the next 3 or 4 years. So we'll give him a $18,000 pub deal. So we never risk any money, and we're taking the publishing on that song. Yeah, yeah. That way, it's risk-free for the publisher. Yeah, and they get to work a guy they really artistically liked in the first place. That's an everyday occurrence.
So this is a off the beaten question. Is there archives of songs that was written like in that 70s or 80s or 60s that all of a sudden come back to life? I don't know if that's true or not, but I hear that.
I don't know, man.
Yeah.
Because in the last 24 months, it's been a regular thing on the tip sheet that says we want 80s or 90s country.
Yeah.
And I can pitch 80s or 90s country demos, and they don't even know what it is.
Right. No kidding.
It's sonically not what they're used to. I mean,
Yeah.
A&R is 34 years old.
Mm-hmm.
They came up through an internship or something, and
Yeah.
they never heard 80s country. So you have to at least remix the demo and repurpose it a little bit.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Yeah.
And then it might be that the melodies are dated. I mean,
Right.
the cadence and rhythm of a
Mhm.
melody now aren't the same.
Ah,
Uh,
yeah.
I wrote a song with Rebecca Lynn Howard and produced it called Forgive.
Mm-hmm.
Big song, magnanimous melody, huge. I pitched it to somebody that was looking for a big song like that with
Yeah.
a big melody, and they said, it sounds too dated. And I went, well, I could re-demo it, but
Mm-hmm.
the song is a melody and a lyric.
Right.
And I look at that as just the DNA.
Mm-hmm.
Once the bones develop and you put muscle on it,
Right.
that's a genre. And then skin, and then clothes. I mean, once you start layering kick drums, you're bringing it to a genre. But in
Right.
the beginning, it's a lyric and a melody
Mm-hmm.
all by itself.
Yeah. Yeah.
And you can dress it any way you want.
Right.
And I've proven that a lot, writing with people in different genres and then repurposing
Mm-hmm.
demos and having 2 or 3 demos that aren't anything alike.
That's cool. With all the genres genre you've been in, how do you go from rock to country? How do you go from soul
Just like
or
I go
blues?
through that door.
Yeah, just walk in and you're click
Yeah.
and you there
I mean,
you are.
I was raised rock,
Yeah.
and I, when I say rock, I mean Sabbath,
Really?
Rush,
Yeah.
UFO, really rock,
Yeah.
and Elton John and David Bowie. And when I came here to be a country writer, I studied Tunnel of Love record,
Mhm.
Springsteen's Tunnel of Love, which helped me
Yeah.
bridge the massive gap between Memphis and Nashville.
Yeah.
And then I listened to, while I was delivering pizzas, I was listening to Willie Sings Christofferson, whole record of Christofferson
Love
songs.
that. Yeah. Yeah.
And it taught me how to do it. And the way I stay relevant through the years is, I remember when Scott Hendricks said, man, I went and saw something last night, a demonstration. It's called Pro Tools.
Mm-hmm.
And he was explaining to me that all our hardware were plug-ins.
Yeah.
And we were all freaked out. Like, what?
What in the hell?
And so I started learning it.
Yeah.
And I went ahead and got all that stuff
Mm-hmm.
as soon as possible, because my age guys weren't doing it. And the only way I was going to stay competitive,
Mm-hmm.
I had no idea home studios were coming, but because I learned it ahead of time, it was in my offices on the Music
that's
Row.
awesome. Yeah.
That now I'm fleet on it, and I can move around just like a 20-year-old.
Wow.
So I don't have to wait on learning the technology to do it. And I'm the same way with reading the trades about what the trends are, whether I do anything about them.
Right.
I just
yeah.
know they're out there,
Yeah.
and where I can get cornered by one and how I can step around one.
Mm-hmm. That's awesome, man. So you do a lot of recording in your studio at home, right? Is that what you say?
I'm in there every single day.
Every day. Yeah.
An hour and a half ago, that's where I was.
No kidding.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I had a Zoom call early this morning, and then I started working on a single for an artist, and I'll pick back up on that when I get home. There's just so many.
Yeah.
I mean, the middle-class artistry is the biggest group of artists in the world now. It used to be everybody's on the bottom.
Right.
And Elton John and Dolly and Dua Lipa and everybody else is on the top.
Right.
Now we have this massive middle class of artistry. It's bigger than Universal Records.
Wow. I never thought of it like that.
The biggest chunk of the Spotify pie goes to independent artists now, not
Really?
the majors. And it's been that way for a little over a year.
I'll be damned.
That's a lot of independent artists. So
Yeah.
naturally, as a producer or even a writer, their managers or their momager or whoever, they're calling 24/7 going, can you write a record with my son or my daughter? Or they've written these songs. Can you pick some that might be worth producing? And so the independent artistry is just everywhere.
That changes the whole dynamics.
I read that more independent artists were up for Grammys this year than majors.
Really?
On this last show.
That's incredible. That is so awesome, dude.
And I write with young artists all the time.
Yeah.
And they'll say, we'll get in the room and they'll go, I want to write a song like, and so I have to look up what they're talking about. So I'll look up these artists on Spotify, be an artist I've never heard of.
Yeah.
They're not on the radio, and they got 18 million monthly listeners.
Wow. Yeah. That's amazing.
Because their career is in streaming. It's not, it didn't ever touch radio.
Never, ever. That's right.
So if they own enough of the master and own enough of the publishing and everything, then, they have a low six-figure income. They're taking the family on 2.1 vacations a year. Yeah. And living the dream.
Got it made. And on Spotify or on these streaming apps.
Yeah.
To where, it's before my time or after my time, but streaming to me is I love it because I can get in the car and just go this one, because my trip from here to Memphis means this to me. Or if I'm going here, if we're going to the beach, we'll pick this songs out. If we're going to New York, we'll pick these songs out to listen to. And, I just think that's amazing how the industry has shifted, but still able to stay intact with what it does with people like you.
I love the freedom of streaming.
Yeah.
There's nothing like it. It's the best thing that's happened to the music business.
We'll edit that out a little bit.
It's the streaming good, business model bad.
Right.
If you can just understand that concept. Then,
that's right.
Because now you, Rye Cooter, whoever.
Anybody. Yeah.
Can put a record out the same way that Dua Lipa can. Same delivery system, same platforms. We don't have to worry about how we're going to get our songs in a coffee shop. Yeah. Our CD in a coffee shop in London.
Right.
It's there.
It's just
They're streaming it.
Yeah.
That's crazy powerful.
It is powerful.
The pay model is not right, but it gets better all the time. It's way too slow. Yeah. But I look at it as it's getting better all the time. Right. I only assume that it will get faster as it gets better.
Oh, I'm sure it will. Yeah, I think it will. Well, man, it's been an honor. And look, we could talk for hours because I'm so intrigued by what you do and your talent and your knowledge of this industry, man, and who we are. So before we get off here, we got thousands of listeners. Tell them who you are and how to reach you and how to follow you or whatever.
Well, I'm Trey Bruce. The easy way to find me is Instagram. On Instagram, I am Music Love War. One word. Music Love War. You can DM me there. You can find me at my website, which is treybruce.com. And that's it.
That's it.
That's it.
Hey, man, it's been an honor, dude. That's just because we always end this again. Any, special saying that you have or mantra that you do or advice that you would give, like I said, somebody out there? Because what I found out was the more we do this, there was a dude on here this week that was 5 years old that knew exactly what he was going to do. Yeah. We had a young lady on here that was 3 years old that was performing Johnny Cash songs. I mean, that's, 3 years old, hell, I barely could walk. And at 5, I didn't even know I was still eating crayons or whatever in kindergarten, So what is one thing that you would say, we already asked that, but kind of just end it out with one thing that you would just go, look, this is it, man.
Well, my number one thing is I have no rules about songwriting and producing. Right. Number two is I try to go as far left as I can so that I and the artist can pull us back. Because being normal is easy. Yes. Being intuitive and unique is hard. So I just try to bounce out there as far as I can. And number three is I don't have any rules for songwriting.
Well, man, from what you say and what I've read about you, songwriting is your passion, and it's all over the chart, and you can sit down with a pen and a guitar instrument and make it happen, dude. Yeah. That is so impressive.
Well, I appreciate it. I'm grateful and humbled by the whole experience.
Yeah. Well, I know you're busy, man. I appreciate you coming in and taking your time. Thank you, brother.
You bet.
Hey, guys, as always, we appreciate you tuning in to Next Rung Radio, where we help you step into your power one rung at a time. And, hey, if you can take 5 seconds to rate, review, and subscribe to the podcast, we would love it so we can keep amazing guests like this man on here, and you can keep up with our latest episodes. We'll see you on the next one. And remember, keep climbing.